Starting a blog project requires you to have experience and financial capability to fund the process. My name is Bright Godwin, and in this tutorial I'm going to walk you through how to start a blog project with less than $1. You won't need to pay for hosting or any extravagant fees that is required for you to set up the process. The concept around this is very simple. It's for you to set up a website strictly to gain AdSense approval, and then once you have that, you can sell the website and maximize your revenue. And from there, you can now invest that revenue into your blogging journey, and that way you're able to build a sustainable and reliable income base. Alright, so before choosing a domain name for your project, there are certain niches you wouldn't want to go into. These niches are not compliant with Google AdSense. They are adult content, gambling, online casinos, and all of that. So to buy a domain here, so what we'll do is, in this context, we're going to be going with cooking niche. So let's pick the keyword cooking. Let's take that to ChatGPT AI.com. That's the official website. So if you don't have an account with ChatGPT, you can easily set that up, and then you have this access. So the question you want to ask ChatGPT is simple. Suggest 20 generic domain name ideas for cooking niche. All right, very simple. And then ChatGPT will give you a list of 20 domain name ideas you can select from. So I'm gonna go with chefsizzle.com. This sound very nice, so let's copy that. And then the next thing is, you want to search for GoDaddy 99 cents promo code. So search that on Google, and then you get to see a lot of offers where you can buy a domain name. Actually, the domain name is usually around $15 to $17. Some registrars sell it for $22 and all of that, but that is the only thing we are going to be buying for this tutorial, and that will be less than $1 based on the concept you are going to implement. So just as you've seen, there are a lot of coupon codes here. So this particular one is valid for $0.99 first year, then $9 second year. So we need just something around less than $1, right? That's our budget. So you want to click to review the coupon code, and this is the coupon code. So let's copy that, go to GoDaddy, and then GoDaddy.com. Alright, this is GoDaddy.com. So if you don't have an account with GoDaddy, I would advise you do that. It's very easy. Just come here and then create. We are already logged into the account. Let me log out. So just come here, click on sign in, create an account, and then create your account with the email. Just continue with Google email account. It will just log you in automatically. That's the fastest way to do it. Let me gain access back to the account. So make sure before you apply this coupon code on your website, make sure you are logged into your account before you apply the coupon code. And in some context, it only works once. So if you use the same IP to try it again for another domain, you might not be able to have that lock again. So let's see. So we paste the domain name we want to buy, which is okay, let's let this be here. So this is the domain name we want to buy. Let's check if it's available. So you copy the domain name, you take it to GoDaddy, and then you search. Let's see, it's not available. Let's check the next one. Let's say Recipe Revolution. Let's see this. Is this one available? Recipe Revolution. Not available. Can you suggest more unique ideas? So it's just chat with the platform, and then okay, let's see this. Let's go for Artful Appetite. Let's see this one. Okay, so this one is available, artfulappetite.com. So this looks like a good domain name. Of course, you can take your time and then carry out the research to see exactly what you want. So let's add to cart. Continue. All right, continue to cart. All right, okay. So usually when you add domain to cart, GoDaddy, try to like bring many other like add-ons. They try to upsell you with other add-ons that will take your money. So we don't want this. We don't want just one domain that we need. Okay, this is 2 domain. We don't need this one. They try to make it 3 years, so we're going to make it just 1 year. We need only for 1 year. And then we do not need this website builder. We just need our domain. All right, so let's take out this coupon code. That's not the ideal one to make use of. So let's make use of the ideal coupon code, which is this particular one here, GD99com. All right, so now let's go back. Let's paste the coupon code, and then let's watch what happens. Okay, so this is supposed to slash the price to 0.99, but because we've tried with a lot of domains, we do not have that favor any longer. But we have this is how it's supposed to be once you try. This is what you're supposed to see. It's supposed to be like this. Once you copy the code and then you add it, supposed to be 0.99, right? $0.99. But if you miss the first opportunity, you won't be able to like exploit it any longer. You have to like use a different IP to like gain access to it. You can use VPS, you can use VPN to like leverage on that. All right, okay, so let's say you've successfully secured the desired domain of your choice or whatsoever. Okay, let's say you have that, and then you logged into GoDaddy account. This is how GoDaddy account looks like. The user interface of GoDaddy account once you are logged in. These are the domains that are already available. So we're going to pick one of the domain here and then try to like install our WordPress, set it up on our hosting and all of that. And remember, we are supposed to pay for hosting account. We are supposed to make payments for hosting account, and usually this is where you spend the most money, because hosting is a server that stores the data of your website, the files of your website. Where all the content you publish go to is the hosting of your website. So that is where everything falls to, and you're supposed to pay for that, right? But in this tutorial, you're going to have access to that for free. Like if you search on Google hosting companies, you realize that there are a lot of hosting companies, InterSaver, a list of them. But we recommend Hostinger. Hostinger is one of reliable hosting company. If you want to purchase any hosting plan, I pretty much recommend you use their service. We have a lot of websites on their platform, and you can make use of that. Okay, so their plan goes for about $3 per month or so, but this is not what we will make use of for this particular tutorial. We are going to make use of a free hosting account. You won't make payments, you won't pay anything, everything will be totally free. But if you want to buy a hosting account, we can recommend you can use the referral code on the description of this video to buy the hosting that you want. Free hosting companies. Let's search for free hosting companies. Free hosting company. Alright, so if you search free hosting companies on Google, you realize that there are a lot of free hosting companies. But we are going to recommend you use freehosting.com. freehosting.com. So this is one of the best that we've seen for this particular purpose. There are a lot of them, so which I'm going to drop. I'm going to list them on the description of this video. You can visit them one after the other, but this one is really reliable, and we are going to be working with this particular one. All right, so what you do next is very simple. Now that you know the website, the next thing you do is go to sign up button, click on sign up, and then try to like sign up with your credentials. So follow the process, and then we will use our existing domains. So let's go back to our GoDaddy account and then copy the domain that we want to make use of. So the domain we want to make use of is this particular one. So let's click on edit settings. Alright, so this is the URL, michaelhendry.com. So let's copy the domain name. Let's take it to the free hosting website. So paste the domain name here, Michael Henry, then remove the .com, and then click on use. Okay, then choose .com. Yeah, it's going to verify the domain, and then the next thing here is continue. You need to, just for you do note down, this particular hosting plan has 10 gig of disk storage, unlimited bandwidth. You can only host one website. You have one email account, one MySQL database, no subdomain, and all of that. So, and the next thing here is click on continue, and then check out. You don't need to add any of your card information. You can just like agree, none, and then just fill your first name. Maybe let's say your name is ABC guy, maybe ABC guy, for example. You can have that as a name, maybe whatever you want to use, Milongas or whatever. So, and then you can change, I'm in Nigeria, so I can always change my number here to maybe just type a random number. You can have like, let's say something like this, and then that's fine. And then use the exact same email that you want to receive all the necessary updates. So for this purpose, we're just going to copy our email and then paste it here. Okay, so street address and all of, let's see if we can skip this. So complete order. No, we can't really skip that, so we have to put in our address. So you can search for maybe fake Nigerian address, for example, and then you can just like random address in Nigeria. So let's search that, and then we have this particular one. This should be Abuja, and then we have street address, city, and then this is Abuja, FCT. Okay, so we have Nigeria here, and then we have FCT Abuja. So we can have this, and then we have the postal code, which is I think we can actually just type a random number, maybe 76024, something like that, and we just confirm the password of your account. Okay, we can just use a random password. So that should be okay, and then none, complete, and then complete order. Alright, so let's save the password so that we can log in. Alright, good. So continue to client area. Alright, so this is the access of the website. So let's go to our email and verify login. They're going to send us a verification login. So just email verification, click on verify email, and that's all you have to do. Account has been successfully verified. So this is the hosting interface of for our website. So the next thing we are going to do is to connect our website to this hosting account. And how to do that is very simple. It's not complicated. It's straight to the point. So you scroll down, and then you need to update the name saver on your domain registrar. All right. The name saver is more like a connection between your domain and your hosting. You need to copy this name saver on your hosting, take it to your domain registrar, and then connect it together. It's very easy. All you have to do is copy this, Ctrl+C, copy that, and then go to your hosting account that is on GoDaddy. And then once you go to GoDaddy, click on DNS for the domain. You see under DNS, you see name savers. So click on DNS, under DNS, you see name savers. So click on name savers and then change name savers. That's the next option. So once you click on change name savers, you now choose select, I'll use my own name saver, not the default name saver, which is GoDaddy. Paste the name saver you've copied from the hosting website. So go back to the hosting website, which is this, exactly. Scroll down and then copy the name server. There's NS1, NS2. So let's take it back, paste NS1, NS2. Just as you've seen it here, NS1, NS2. Makes sense. So press that and then you save. So once you save, it's going to take about the next 5 minutes for it to propagate. And once it's successful, it's going to, reflect here on the hosting account. All right. Okay. So let's refresh it again and see. All right. Better. So the domain has been propagated and is now showing michaelhendry.com. That's the website. So the next thing we are going to do here is to, install WordPress on our hosting for it to, for us to be able to edit the website and start, creating content and publishing content on our website. So the next thing here, it's very simple. Just click on michaelhendry.com, the hosting, for you to see if the site is fully propagated for real as a confirmation. Just as you've seen, domain pointed pending setup. Exactly. That's what we wanted to see. All right. Okay. So let's go back to the home section of the hosting account. So let's refresh that. All right. Good. So let's click on services. Once you click on services, that's the domain, and then click on active. All right. So once you click on active, you see access to the cPanel of the hosting. So you can now log in directly to the cPanel of the hosting. So just click on login to direct admin. So once you do that, you have direct access to the cPanel of that particular hosting. So the next thing you're going to do here is to install WordPress on the hosting site. So to install WordPress, just go to extra features on the control panel, and then click on soft close auto installer. And once you do that, you'll see WordPress and other content management system you might like to install, Joomla or any of this. You can maybe select from them, but in this tutorial we're going to be making use of just WordPress. So click on install WordPress, and once you click on that, select the domain, which is this, and then the current version of WordPress, and you can just like set up your username ID. So that's very simple here, and then that's all you have to do. Just set up your username ID, and the next thing is select the plugins that you want. I'd want backup, immediate backup in case the server is down, and I'm going to also need improved page speed, and I think this two plugin is very much okay for me. I wouldn't need to install, since it's a free hosting, I don't need to install a lot of plugins so that the site won't slow down. So we just want like only like few plugins that will keep the site running. And then we have the email and every other thing. So click on install. So usually it's going to take like about the next maybe 3 to 5 minutes for it to be installed. Completed. So the domain has been successfully installed. So let's check the home page of the site. All right, it's still trying to propagate, so it will take a little time. All right. Okay, this is good. So while we're waiting for everything to be fully propagated, we're going to set up Cloudflare accounts for security. So we want to secure our website from hackers, so which is very important. We also want to use Cloudflare to enhance the site speed of the website. This is also a very important factor for all the blogs. Even if you're using a paid hosting or you're using whatever type of hosting, you need Cloudflare on your website to secure your website, especially if it's a WordPress website. All right. So you go to Cloudflare. You don't need to pay any amount of money to Cloudflare. Everything is free. So go to Cloudflare, and then the same process. Click on sign up. We already have an email, which is this particular one here. So you copy the email, and then you take it to click on sign up. Put the email here. Maybe just come up with a random password, and then which is fine. And let's see. We need a number for the password to balance it. All right, that's fine. So we have everything complete. So okay, good. So let's activate the Cloudflare account. You go back to your email, and then you're going to receive a notification. Just click on the link, activate the account, and that's all. Your Cloudflare account is set. So the next thing you want to do here is just to go to the DNS of your site. Let's go back to the home page of the hosting account, and then let's click on service, active, and then find our way back to the cPanel, which is login directly, direct admin. So now that we have that, we just want to click on DNS. Let's try to find DNS Management. And once we have the DNS Management, which is this, all right. So the next thing we're going to do is to connect our Cloudflare account to our website directly to enhance security. So to do that easily, all we have to do is to go back to Cloudflare, and then click on Cloudflare here. It will take us to the home section of the website, and then once it takes us to the home section of the website, click on Add Site, and go back, copy the URL, the domain name. What's the domain name? So let's go back and confirm the domain name, michaelhendry.com. So let's go back to Cloudflare, paste michaelandrew.com, add site, and the next thing you do here is just give it time. Once you click on add site, the next thing you do is free, continue, and just give it time. It's loading the DNS records from the hosting. So usually it might take a few seconds or so. Alright, still loading. Let's allow it some time. So it has fetched all the DNS records and everything. So let's continue, and then it's going to give us a new name server, Cloudflare name server, to update on the registrar in order for it to synchronize very well. So if you look at the A records very well, you realize that the A records here is the same. The A records IP here is the same with what we have on Cloudflare. So that way, once we update the name servers, there won't be any downtime. Alright, so now let's replace the new name server on the domain registrar. So copy the records, take it to your hosting, and then just refresh your hosting a little, and then change name server again. This time around is going to be for Cloudflare name server. So update, change, and then go back again to Cloudflare, copy the second one, and then paste, save. Alright, continue. Then allow Cloudflare about 5 to 10 minutes to propagate, and usually it takes 5 to 10 minutes to propagate. Sometimes it takes up to 24 hours, but it's just trying to propagate, so just allow it that time to propagate. So now let's go back to the hosting here and then try to see if the site is now opening. Let's see. Alright, perfect. You can see our website is now up and running. So now the next thing we can do is to try to access the WP admin of the website just by clicking on this particular one, just the second one, administrative URL. So click on it, and then once you click on it, you can set up every other thing yourself. Now this is the WordPress user interface of the website. We now have our website hosted on WordPress for free. We did not buy any hosting. Everything here was just free. The only thing we did was to buy the domain for $0.99, and then that's all that we did. Alright, okay, so our website is up and running. So let's go to Cloudflare again to refresh if it's fully propagated. And just as you've seen, the website is now propagated. Yeah, so Michael Andrew is on Cloudflare and is active. So let's configure the site speed of the website. Let's increase the speed. Right, and what we need to do here is to click on overview, go to speed, and then we can run a test to see the speed of the website. We've already done that, and the report you've seen is 100. It's very fast. So let's click on optimization and just carry out some minor settings, which is to tick JavaScript, minify JavaScript, minify CSS, and minify HTML. That's all you have to do, and the speed of the website will improve drastically. So that is on the site speed optimization part. The next thing you need to do here is just to arrange the website, make it much better, and of course it does not really make sense this way. So you just have to install templates, which is very simple. Go to appearance, click on themes, and then try to find a simple theme. You can use Cadence template. You can just search something like Cadence here. Cadence templates. Yeah, you can use this. It's a very simple template and it's free. You can use Cadence and activate it. Alright, good. So Cadence has been installed on the website. The next thing here you have to do is just configure Cadence. Just delete all of these sample pages, edit page, and then you delete it. You delete it, move to trash, and then do the same thing for this particular one here. Alright, and that's it, and you refresh the home page of your website, you won't see that again. So you just carry out minor configuration, customizer, and all of that. So I'm going to make a video on how to customize your website and apply for AdSense. Now the disadvantage of this plan is that you don't have SSL, you don't have free SSL, but you have every other thing free, right? But the SSL is not like an approval factor for AdSense. And if you even search on Google, if you search something like let's say is SSL and is SSL certificate, right, an approval factor for AdSense. So if you search that on Google, I think Google already provided an answer to this question. If you check it, you will see it's not required. Yes, as mentioned, what is not required. SSL is not required by AdSense, but strongly recommended. Yeah, it's strongly recommended, but if you're trying to because it's not required, it's not really a necessity for you to have on your website in order for you to gain AdSense approval. So I'm also going to make a video on how to just as I've said, design your website strictly and then gain AdSense approval. So cooking was the niche that we picked, right? So all you just have to do is to create content around that particular niche, cooking. All right. So there are a lot of questions here that people are asking regarding that, like what are the 5 methods of cooking. So you can copy this, search it again on Google, and then you can just play around with the knowledge panels here to pick questions, ideas, to find question ideas, and then try to explore as much as possible, and then maybe pick up to 20 or 25 topics from here. Use ChatGPT and then try to make research and create content, and then publish it on your website. Try to avoid uploading images to the website because it's not a dedicated hosting, or probably is not a paid hosting account. So it's a free hosting account, and there are certain resources you need to manage under control. So I'll pretty much advise that every image you want to upload from the website, you should copy it to the site. For example, let's say you want to use this particular image that is regarding maybe something like cooking. Let's say you created a content around a particular topic, and then you want this image to be on your content. Instead of saving this image and uploading it directly to the saver, you can as well just open image in a new tab. You can as well copy the image, and then paste it on the content. Just very, very easy. You go to the content area. Let's say you want the image to be here. All right, you can just paste the image directly instead of uploading it to the saver, right? So it's way better that way. So that way the image is not loading from the saver, it's loading from another saver. So these are the minor practice you can implement on this hosting account, and then that way you will not be shut out of the program. But if you have enough funding, I'll pretty much recommend you go for Hostinger account. There is a referral link on the description of this video. So the Hostinger link here has, I think they have a 48 months plan. That's about 4 years. You only pay about approximately $3 every month for 4 years. So you can pay 4 years straight. Okay, 4 years straight. So for the 8 month plan at a massive discount. So if you go for this plan, you save about $432. This is not really that expensive. Usually this plan goes for about, just as you've seen, about $7 a month, but you'll be paying roughly $3 if you're paying straight for 4 years at once. Make sure you use the referral link on the description of this video. All right, exactly.